this video, I'm going to give you the list of all the important necessary stationery and other essential items you need to carry on the day of your exam to the examination hall for your NID NAFT entrance exam. Hey future designers, I'm Palak Khanna and you are watching me on The Design Ladder, a stepway to your dream design college. The first most important thing is your admit card, that is your hall ticket, without which you won't be given entry in the examination hall. You need to download your admit card from the official website of NID or NIFT and make sure you have 2 printed copies of the admit card with you and keep both of them at separate places, one in your pocket and one in your bag, so that in case you miss out or you misplace any one of them, you have the another one and you don't have to rush back home. Second most important thing is your photo ID proof. It can be your Aadhaar card, it can be your passport, it can be your driving license, any one of these, and you should have the original as well as a copy of it with you. Third essential item is the exam board or a clipboard. I would suggest you to buy an A3 exam board, for the reason being in different centers sometimes the desk space is not that wide and sometimes you don't have much space to put your hand on the table and do the shading and all that stuff. So A3 board is always a very good option when you can rest your hand onto the board, so that's big enough to facilitate easy movement of your hand. Fourth most important thing you need to have before you begin with your exam is a wristwatch. This is very important to keep the track of the time, to manage and strategize your paper, divide the time accordingly and follow the correct time limit and speed for your questions. Make sure these are simple wristwatches, should not have any calculator or any such thing that can land you in trouble. Now when you begin with your first section of the exam, that would be the GAT section, you will be given an OMR sheet that you have to fill the answers on. There will be a question paper and to write the answers will be an OMR sheet, because questions are multiple choice and you have to fill one of the circles which is the right answer in the OMR sheet, and that has to be done with a black ballpoint pen. For being on the safer side, do carry a blue ballpoint pen as well in case they change something in the instructions, but otherwise it's usually black ballpoint pen. Make sure you carry 2 of each so that in case one stops working in the exam, you don't have to look here and there and borrow from somebody and waste your time. Next, let's come down to pencils. One kind of pencil you need for the drawing purpose. It can be any HB pencil. I would not recommend any kind of clutch pencils or anything which you have not practiced earlier and just start taking it for the exam point of view. It's your wish if you want to use a clutch pencil, but only make sure that you are very comfortable using it and you've been practicing using that already throughout these months of your practice and preparation, as clutch pencils are very thin and can help you with the little detailings if you want to give them in your exam, but otherwise a normal HB pencil is good enough. Then for the shading purpose, you need to carry 2B, 4B and 6B pencils. Don't carry a higher grade than this like 8B or charcoal pencils, because you don't want your paper to have a lot of smudging happening after you submit the sheets. For the shading pencils, you can choose a pack of Camlin or Faber-Castell or Staedtler's. Anything that you have been working with already and you know the consistency, the gradation that comes out of each pencil and you're very handy with them, just carry those. Don't listen to any video, any person saying, take this for your exam. Take the things that you are comfortable with. They are not going to mark you on the stationery that you have used. They're only going to judge you on the final design or the final work you're going to present, and that will be only good enough if you are comfortable with the stationery you are using and you know how to bring the best out of it. Next thing is very important, do carry 2 pieces of plain tissue paper with you. In case while drawing you have pencil smudged on your fist or palm or anywhere in your fingers, that will really make your answer sheet messy or have stains of shading here and there. So make sure you have a tissue paper that you can wipe your hands with and keep your paper neat, meticulous and clean. Next on the list is erasers. You are 100% allowed to use erasers in all these design entrance exam. Make sure you carry 2 new erasers with you. Why new? Because new erasers have sharp edges and it is very easy for you to rub the little details even, and the used ones are usually curved. That might not be very helpful for you. I personally don't recommend any kind of fancy erasers or battery erasers or anything like that. A simple eraser with sharp edge has always worked for me. Up till now, I've never used any other kind of eraser. Still, if you're fond of any kind of stationery, you can add anything you like to your pouch. Next thing is a good pair of compass. You need to have a pre-sharpened pencil already fixed inside this compass and one extra small pencil in case you break a lid of this pencil ready for you, so that in the exam you don't have to sit and sharpen the pencil again and again. Up next, you need to carry a good sharpener. You need to carry two of them, one for your pencils and one for your colored pencils. Make sure you've used that sharpener before and you know that this is a good sharpener for the pencil and does not break the lid again and again. And also keep a backup sharpener in case a lead gets stuck into the sharpener, so you're not sitting there and just working on getting the lid out. Let's talk about scales now. I would recommend you to carry a small transparent scale and a big grading scale. Don't carry steel scales because you don't know what's happening under them, which line is where, because they are not transparent. So a small scale is perfect for the drawings on the sheet, and a big grading scale will help you in case you need to exactly measure the differences and everything. So that is very handy when you need to do the measurements in the exam. Finally, coming down onto colors. The first thing I want to tell you is that do not use any water-based or liquid colors, because the sheets in the exam are quite thin and any such thing will damp your paper and you will get disqualified. So use dry mediums. I would not suggest dry pastels or something like that because they leave a lot of dry powder on the sheet. So it is preferred that you can use crayons if you are comfortable with them and you've been practicing with them. Secondly, you can use colored pencils. Now, colored pencils have been a very much debatable topic, I guess. So let me guide you regarding it. Why Staedtler's is recommended by most of the people, most of the teachers, because Staedtler pencils are literally the best quality of pencils that gives you the best of the effect on a sheet of paper. I've personally tried Faber-Castell pencils and trust me, they don't smudge very well, so don't buy them. They are mere wastage of money. I've tried couple of more pencil colors too during my college years, but the Staedtler Lunar water-soluble pencils are the best so far to use. Now, why Staedtler Lunar watercolor pencils and not simple Staedtler Lunar pencils? Because I've tried both of them and the smudging quality and the mixing quality of Staedtler Lunar watercolor pencil is far better than the simple Staedtler pencil. You don't have to use the water to smudge that in the exam, but without using water also, they are better than the simple pencils. And a pack of Staedtler pencil is an investment. I have my set of Staedtler Lunar pencil 48 shades since the day I started preparing for NIFT entrance exam. Like 10 years back, I used the same color set throughout my college life. Until now, I use the same pack. So it's better to buy it now and have the best quality of work in your exam. Last on the list is a black pen. I personally don't recommend any expensive brand or something. All I want you to say is that try the pen you're comfortable with and check that it does not leave a mark on the back side of the paper if you try it on a copier sheet. A lot of time it is written in the instructions that you don't have to use a pen for your artworks, only pencils. Then you have to manage with only pencils. You can take a darker grade of pencil for the outlines. But in case nothing like that is mentioned, you can use any black pen that does not leave a mark on the back side of the paper. So simple rotary pen for 10 rupees sometimes also works for that purpose. That was all about the list of stationery and the must-haves you need to carry to have a best and easy experience in your exam. Still, always read the instruction booklet very carefully in the exam and perform and use the materials accordingly. If you want more tips regarding sketching or need motivation for your exam and other GK related quiz and questions, don't forget to join The Design Ladder on Instagram and Facebook. And also you can come by and say hi to me on my personal Instagram account, that is Palak Kakkar. The link to all of these 3 accounts is given in the description box below. Also, there are a lot of videos regarding the best preparation ways for your entrance exam on the channel. Make sure you've clicked on the subscribe button on the channel so that you don't miss on any important information or preparation tip regarding your entrance exam. If you have any queries or doubts, do write to me in the comment section below, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section. Take care, bye-bye.